Hello everybody, and welcome back to my sunroom on this beautiful cold day here in East Tennessee. The beautiful warmth that we had last week. We were up in the mid-70s last week. Yes, that left. And so now we've got cold air here in East Tennessee. It is very festive actually, and it's gotten everybody around here to start thinking about the holidays. And I thought, before we get too far into November, I would love to do just a blooms tour and kind of what's new tour, because I know everybody starts getting kind of busy. And I thought maybe you all could just grab a cup of coffee, cup of hot tea, and we will just enjoy some Thanksgiving cactus blooms together today. Here is Snow White. Oh my goodness, isn't she beautiful? I've had this plant since 2016. That's 6 years, and it's never bloomed for me that much before. But I put her in this beautiful light here in front of the French doors in my sunroom. And wow, look at her. I can hardly speak sometimes when I'm looking at plants because I notice things that I don't notice before, and I'm just standing here thinking, wow, she has come a long way since last year. I think she had about a half a dozen blooms on her. I had her back in the darker part of my sunroom without any supplemental light. But look at her this year. I just think that she is so, so pretty. And this is the potting mix that she and Big Red are both potted in. It's the Mountain West Products Professional Blend Glacier Gold. It's absolutely wonderful. They have really taken off since I put them in this mix. Snow White was really overwatered over the summer. We had so much rain here, and so she really needed a repot. And as soon as I repotted her in this, she really took off. And of course, you can see the beautiful results I got. So this is available at the Orchid Supply Store, who sponsors my channel. And I will place a link in the description box below. And if you use my coupon code, Amy, you will receive a 12% viewers discount. I appreciate my sponsor. They have really awesome products. And here is Big Red, or this year I'm about to call it Big Scarlet. When this cactus was given to me, my friend told me that this cactus bloomed scarlet red with magenta blooms. And of course, in the past, it's had this red-orange bloom. And let me show you, these blooms are truly scarlet this year. And here's a close-up of some of the blooms. Can you see? These are not the same color as the blooms have been in the previous years, which really amuses me. I really think that it's because of the supplemental lighting that I've been using with Big Red, or now Big Scarlet, because the color of these buds, it is truly magenta. I mean, these are just beautiful. I've never seen this cactus bloom this color before, so I'm really excited. I feel like I have a brand new, absolutely gigantic plant. So he's covered in buds this year. I don't think I've ever seen so many buds. As you all know, I gave him a really good trim last spring, and I believe that he grew back plus some more. Yes, he's even more gigantic than he was last year. As you see, he's just covered. Normally he blooms after Thanksgiving, so he is right on time this year. And as you all know, I've got some supplemental lighting on either side of him. There's a huge Dendrobium behind him with an LED halo light, a 6-inch LED halo light. So he gets light from that light source. Plus, you can see on this side of your screen here, there's a 3-strip LED light that I have placed on the right side of him. So he's getting a lot of full spectrum LED lighting, and I am thrilled with the results. So Oh boy, when he blooms, he's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to share that with you. So exciting. And I have to give you all a close-up of my beautiful miniature Dendrobium, Celea Champu. She is a viewer favorite, and she kind of heralds the new growing year for me as far as my orchids are concerned. She's always the first to bloom in the fall. Now I have a couple that usually are still blooming this time of the year, namely Magic Art and my Purple Dust, but she kind of signals when everything else is going to spike back here. So I just love this miniature. She just blooms and blooms, and she'll be in bloom for, 9 months. Very prolific bloomer. And several of you have asked for just a scan of what the living wall looks like now. I am continuing to kind of move things and adjust things. Right now it's cooler in my grow room than it normally is. Right now, I've got the temperatures right at 66 degrees, 67 degrees for today. At night, it usually gets about 62 degrees back here. I don't like to supplement with a lot of heat this time of the year because if I can keep the temperatures down that low for a few weeks, then I get more spikes. And right now, every one of my Phalaenopsis orchids has 2 spikes, except for maybe just one. One of my little red pokers just came out of bloom, and so it's a little bit behind, not much, but yeah, this is what things look like back here right now. And as you see, I've got the Tillandsias up on the top shelf. I love those. And then in the very back, there's my Cattleyas. And let me get my Foul Brother Pirate King in this because his spike is pretty impressive. Okay, and there's Foul Brother Pirate King, and he's back there behind my Cattleyas. And that spike is about 3 feet tall so far, and it's branching every which way. So I'm going to have another glorious bloom cycle on that plant. That plant is a very vigorous grower and bloomer, so I just appreciate him. He just always blooms so beautifully. And there in the very back, there's my huge cane Dendrobium that I nicknamed Wilson. He's that beautiful purple and white Dendrobium, and he's on that LED light. He's doing very well. He's got 2 spikes on his newest cane. So yes, he is happy back there. And then of course there's Big Red, Big Scarlet, whatever you want to call it. This year I'm going to have to kind of nail down a name. But it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you can see how much light that 3-strip LED lighting provides for Big Red. So yeah, he's really enjoyed being over there this year. I'm so glad. I was really concerned about him blooming, as prolifically as when he was in front of the French doors, and he is, so that's a win. And I have some beautiful African violets in bloom I have to show you. So many of you commented on my African violets in my last bloom tour, and I thought I really need to show you this because this is so neat. Okay, my friend Sharon sent this to me. Look at that bloom compared to the size of the leaves on the plant. This is only a 6-month-old plant, and it has all of these beautiful pink and white blooms. I just love that. Okay, that is just so cool. That plant has just been an overachiever. And this is one that Tammy sent me. This is white. Some of the blooms are single, like here's a single bloom. And over here are some double blooms. And it has just a hint of a blush to it in the center. Just love that one too. And then this is another one that Tammy sent me. This one is about a year old. This one here, I got the same time as I got this one. These are about 6 months old. This one's a year old. It's a little bit more mature, let's say. And I've noticed that when the weather cools, the purple isn't quite as pronounced. There's not as much purple in the bloom. This bloomed for me this past summer, and it was mostly purple, but I love this ruffled edge that it has. And then back in the back, here is the one that Patrick sent me about a year ago, and these blooms are huge. They look like purple roses, and the foliage looks like cabbage. I love this plant. Everybody who sees this plant in person just oohs and ahs over it. So I just thought these are so pretty to share with you all today. And let's end today's video on the star of the show. I am so proud of my beautiful white Schlumbergera that I've named Snow White. Just a beautiful plant, and she's done so well this year. I've heard from several of you that your Thanksgiving cacti are blooming and budding, and it's just always so nice to hear back from you and hear about your success with these beautiful plants. I love these plants. They always just lead into the holiday season, and they're gorgeous and so rewarding to grow. So before I close the video today, I want to thank everyone for watching. You all are such a blessing to me, and I'd love to say the blessing over you, your families, and your plants. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Make His face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord turn His face toward you and give you His peace. You all make it a great day, and we will talk to you next time.